Hey everyone, Akumu here. Recently had the chance to sit down and play Expedition Zero, a new horror survival game from TinyBuild. Here are a few quick thoughts of my early impression of the game so far. You jump right into the game by a shelter you're trying to figure out how to get access to, and wondering what happened to everyone and why they left you. While I messed around with the controls straight away, the game does give you tutorials along the way. While it does offer controller support, it's not the greatest, and the game is meant to be used with keyboard and mouse. I will offer full disclosure here that if you go into controls, you can change the controls and add more commands. I did not try this with a controller, so it may be possible to fully utilize it. Also, when I did test with the controller, it was an Xbox One controller. Since it is a traditional survivor horror game, it does have elements such as crafting. One of the early missions you're given is to craft a flashlight. Now, here's where I experienced my first bug. Spoilers from here on out. There should be enough material in your shelter to salvage and create a flashlight. However, this was not the case for me, and while I was trying to decide what to do, I chose to set up a spawn point using the bed in the shelter. Here's bug number 2. Once I slept and woke up in game, the door to the other room was once again closed and locked, and I had no way to get back in. After trying several methods, I ended up having to restart the whole game, as not even loading an earlier save worked. Again, I tried several methods. Luckily, it was still early in the game at this point. Once I got back there, I did some tests to see if it would bug out again, but it was working fine. Additionally, this time around, I found all the materials needed to craft my flashlight, showing me that that was another bug. After crafting the flashlight, you can now continue on with the mission given to you of exploring the forest. This is where the salvaging and survival aspects really open up. From your body temp dropping and needing to find pieces of wood and places to burn them, to listening and fighting the creatures, to looking for notes and samples, there's plenty in the area to look for and explore. You always want to keep an eye on your equipment too, as your flashlight battery does drain. This is where the recharge stations come in. Seriously, don't pull a me and wait until the last moment or use your flashlight when there's enough light to get by. Also, here's where I experienced my third bug. Even when my light wasn't in use, the battery kept draining. At first I thought it was to just add more pressure, but after dying, I noticed when the light wasn't in use, it was no longer draining the battery. But who knows, maybe the battery not constantly draining is the bug. When out in the first area, I did run into some performance issues such as lag or when aiming my weapon. Overall, I really enjoyed the game, and when it works, it works. I enjoyed the explorations and getting to try to figure out where to go next, finding all the notes and getting excited when I found more 3D printers, which are used to craft useful items. The panic when needing to warm myself up and not having anything to light or a place to light a fire was real for me. When trying to hurry to find a recharge station or again a place to get warm at, my stamina failed me, making me realize that I needed to keep a closer eye on it, especially if I got attacked and had no stamina to run or fight. From the creepy atmosphere to the alluring mystery, there's a lot the game has to offer despite its flaws. For fans of survival, especially of horror, I would recommend giving this game a try. A link to the game will be in the description below. Happy surviving!